Good evening. I'm Nicole Jones Wadsworth for Lieutenant Governor, and a quote that's influenced my life is, "What Britain needs is an Iron Lady." There was a moment in history when a Soviet journalist, a political opponent, attempted to mock Margaret Thatcher when he said, "What Britain needs is an Iron Lady." He meant it as an insult, but she took it as a calling. At the time, Britain was in crisis. You had massive inflation, labor strikes, corruption, government spending out of control, and people were losing confidence both at home and overseas. But then along came Margaret Thatcher, who understood something timeless. Leadership is measured by courage. She had the courage to lead with conviction, stand firm under immense pressure, and fundamentally reshape her country by refusing to apologize for strong principles or tough decisions. She didn't rise to power because the path was easy. She rose because she believed her country was worth fighting for. In the face of criticism, doubt, and immense pressure, she stood steady. She carried the weight of responsibility with grace and resolve, and she reminded the world that strength comes from the willingness to stand for what's right when it would be easier to do nothing. She believed in the dignity of work, in the power of freedom, in the truth that ordinary people, families, business owners, workers, are the real heart of a nation. Margaret Thatcher spoke for those who simply wanted a chance for a better life, and she refused to let government or fear stand in that way of opportunity. As I seek to serve as Lieutenant Governor of Alabama, I am inspired by those same principles. My commitment to build a better Alabama is based on thoughtful policy and responsible governance, industry recruitment and retention, workforce development, statewide infrastructure improvements, rural health care, and public safety. These are promises so that our next generation of our children and grandchildren are able to inherit an Alabama that is stronger, safer, and full of opportunity. I ask you to stand with me. Believe in what Alabama can become. Help us build a future worthy of the people who call our state home. The Iron Lady stood for people over politics, and in 2026, Alabama faces its own defining moment. I am your Iron Lady. And on May 19th, I ask that you vote for Nicole for Lieutenant Governor, because together we can build a better Alabama. Thank you.